में हम देखेंगे कि सेट्स क्या होते हैं और पूरे कॉन्सेप्ट्स जो क्लास 10th एसएससी तेलंगाना और एपी के लिए यूज़फुल है। तो वीडियो को एंड तक देखिए, लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करिए।
What is a set? A set is a collection of well-defined objects. By well-defined, we mean that any object will have a specific property that is called as well-defined. For example, if we consider A is equals to set of vowels in English alphabet, we know A, E, I, O, U are the vowels in English alphabet. That is, they are specified. So they are categorized under one set. Similarly, countries of the world, we know how many countries are there in the world. So they are categorized in the set M. Similarly, set of states in India, these are categorized under set X. Now, this set theory was developed by George Cantor. Now, in this theory, we have any object which is belonging to a set is known as member or element or individual of the set. And for example, here we have a set is x is equals to curly brackets open, a, e, I, o, u, curly brackets closed. So here A, E, I, O, U are known as elements or objects or members or individuals of that particular set. So how are sets represented? Sets are usually represented by capital letters, as we can see here. X is the set here in this example. And in general, it can be A, B, X, Y, etc. Now, and what are the elements represented by? If we want to represent elements in terms of alphabets, then they will be represented by small letters. And elements are always placed in brackets. So these are terms which you need to know for sets. Now, how are sets represented? Sets are represented by two ways. One is roster form and the other one is set builder form. So, how is the roster form written? As we know, what are elements? Elements are all the objects in a set. So, these elements will be written and separated by commas within curly brackets. For example, I want to write the sets of all natural numbers less than 5 represented as n. It is telling me in the question. So how to write this in roster form? I will write, I know my set is capital letter. So n is equals to always we should have curly brackets and the element should be separated by commas in case of roster form. So here it is telling me to write the natural numbers less than 5. So what are the natural numbers less than 5? 1 till 4 are the natural numbers less than 5. So I'll start 1, 2, 3, 4. Why commas? Because in roster form commas should be there. Now what about set builder form? In set builder form, we use a representative and then we state the properties with which the elements satisfy. For example, again I will take the same example, the set of all natural numbers less than 5. So here I will write it as A is equals to X is to X. The symbol represents belongs to. So X is to X belongs to N, comma X less than 5. Like here I will represent like here I will not define 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just represent x should be less than 5 and that x will be categorized under natural numbers. That is how a set builder form is there. Coming to what are types of sets, we have many types. One is empty set or null set or void set. All three are same. A set which has no elements is called as empty set or null set or void set, and it is denoted by this symbol is called as phi, or it is open brackets. That is when we do not have any element in that brackets, then it is called as empty set or null set or void set, and it can also be represented by phi. Now coming to singleton set, as the name specifies single, when only one element is there in the brackets, then it is called as singleton set. Example, m is equals to 0 or p is equals to 7 or x is equals to 5 in curly brackets. Then we can say whenever we have an element, it is called as singleton set. The next set is equivalent set. Now what is equivalent set? When two sets, they are said to be equivalent if they have same cardinal number. So for that, we need to know what do you mean by cardinal number. Cardinal number means the number of elements in a set are called as cardinal number. For example, here I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So how many elements are there if I count? 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many elements are present in a particular set? Those are called as cardinal number. So in case of equivalent set, if the number of elements in A and number of elements in B are same, then it is called as equivalent set. For example, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and here I have ABCD. If I count the number of elements in set A are 4 and the number of elements in set B are also 4. So here the cardinal number is 4. Therefore, those A and B are called as equivalent sets. Now coming to subset. What do you mean by subset? If every element of first set A is also an element of second set B, then the first set A is said to be a subset of B. So here if I see A is equals to 2, 4, 6, 8, B is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are two sets. This is first set and this is second set. So 2, 4, 6, 8 if I observe, these also come under set B. Here 2, 4, 6, 8. So whenever all the elements of first set come under second set, we can say the elements of first set are a subset of second set B. So what is the symbol for subset? This is a symbol for subset if I see. So A is a subset of B. Why is A a subset of B? Because 2, 4, 6, 8 come under B. Now the next one is finite set. What do you mean by finite set? A set which has finite or countable number of elements is called a finite set. For example, when the elements end in any set, they are called as finite set. Okay, singleton set is also a finite set. So if I see here, example A is equals to factors of 6. What are the factors of 6? I know 2, 3, 1, 6 are the factors of 6. Only 4 factors are there for 6. That is why factors of 6 are finite set. Similarly, A, E, I, O, U, these are vowels in English alphabet. So these are also finite sets since they are ending. Okay. Now what are infinite set? A set which has infinite or uncountable number of elements is called infinite set. A set in which we cannot count the number of elements is called as infinite set. For example, if I say the set of all natural numbers, I know natural numbers start from 1 and they end till infinity. So x is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, 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 etc. will come under infinite set. Equal set. What do you mean by equal set? When two sets are said to be equal if they have exactly the same elements. For example, A is equals to set of factors of 12 and B is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. So here if I see, I am talking about factors of 12 only in A, and in set B also I am talking about factors of 12 only. Here I am representing my numbers and here I am representing my words. But both are factors of 12, that is why they are called as equal set. Now what is the difference between equal set and equivalent set? In equivalent set, the elements may be different, but they must be present in equal number. See, here the elements were different. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and here it is ABCD. But the number of elements are equal in both the sets. So that is called as equivalent set. Then what do you mean by equal set? Here the words are also same. That is the elements are also same and the number of elements are also same. Both should be same. Then it is called as equal set. The figure which you are seeing in this video is actually a Venn diagram. So in today's video lecture, we are going to see the types of Venn diagrams in sets. So basically, what are Venn diagrams? Venn diagram is also called as Venn-Euler diagram and it is a way of representing the relationship between sets. If we want to say what is the relationship between 2 or 3 sets, we can represent that with the help of Venn diagram or Venn-Euler diagram. For example, bar graph is used to represent some data. Similarly, in order to represent the relationship between sets, we use Venn diagram or Venn-Euler diagram. Now, this Venn diagram, they consist of rectangles and they are also drawn by using some closed curves like circles. So, let us see how they are drawn with the help of rectangles and circles. First one is universal set, which is represented by the symbol mu. A set which consists of all sets under consideration and is denoted by mu. Okay, this is called as universal set. It means that, for example, we know in number theory, the highest is real numbers, right? That is this rectangle. In this one rectangle, we are having second rectangle. Then in second rectangle, we are having a third rectangle. And in the third rectangle, we are having a fourth rectangle. Then finally, we are having a fifth rectangle. Okay, it is not a puzzle actually. It is in R here is real numbers. So in real numbers, you have integers, and in integers you have in real numbers you have rational numbers, and in rational numbers you have integers, and in integers you have whole numbers, and in whole numbers you have natural numbers. That is, natural numbers start from 1. Okay, whole numbers start from 0. So natural numbers are a part of whole numbers. Similarly, whole numbers are a part of integers, and integers are a part of rational numbers, and rational numbers are a part of real numbers. That is, real number is comprising all the type of numbers. That is why real number can be categorized as universal set here. That is, real number can be categorized as mu. That is, when we consider one particular set is consisting of all the elements, that will be considered as universal set. Now the second set is union of sets. So union means combining two things. Okay, in general, if we see the English meaning, and this union is represented by U. But in sets, the union of two sets mean it is a set of all those elements which are either individual or both in common. That is both. If you see here, for example, as I said you, this Venn diagram is represented by a rectangle, and then here we have two circles. So this rectangle is nothing but it is mu. That is, it is consisting of all the elements. Okay. So in Venn diagram, always you will have a rectangle, and in that rectangle at the top right corner you have to write mu. That is universal set. Then if you want to write two sets, this circle A is set A and this circle B is set B. Now this pink lines are nothing but they are set A and this blue lines are nothing but they are set B. So if you observe here, this circle is also a part of this, right? This section, and this circle is also a part of this section. That is, here if you observe in this section, you have pink and blue, both the lines. That is, we can say A and B are sharing a common piece of section, right? So union is nothing but individual, okay, or both in common. So this union of sets, they can be represented by Venn diagram. So how to write that? This set A union B is equals to X is to X belongs to A, or X belongs to B, or X belongs to A and B. There is either, what is X here? X is any element which is present in A or B. We will see that in the future videos of how to solve the problems. Okay. So if the X X can either belong to A, or X can either belong to B, or X can belong to both A and B. That is nothing but union. That is individual or both A, B, or both A and B. Remember this. This is union. Now the third one is an opposite of union of sets. That is intersection of sets. We know what do you mean by intersection? When two things are combining together. That is something is common between two sections. That is called as intersection. Okay. So in intersection, we don't have anything individual. So as I said, intersection is opposite of union. So the symbol of union was U, and the symbol of intersection is reverse U. So if you see here, the intersection of two sets A and B is nothing but it is a set of all those elements which belong to both A and B. That is, this pink section, if you see, it is common to A as well as B. So A intersection B means that section which is common to both A and B. By the name intersection only we can see there is something which is intersecting, something which is common. So this is the Venn diagram here. So A intersection B is equals to X belongs to both A and B. Now coming to disjoint set. Disjoint set is represented by the symbol phi. Okay, so two sets are said to be disjoint if they have no common elements. That is, when set A and set B do not meet together, they are separate, they are not friends. You can consider like that. Then they are called as disjoint sets. Here I have drawn I've shown the colors green and pink so that to know A is separate and B is separate. Okay, they are not joined. So that is why they are called as disjoint sets. This is how we represent disjoint sets in Venn diagram. Okay. Now, if you want to write this in terms of sets, that is formula A intersection B is equals to phi. Now, why am I writing this disjoint set as A intersection B is equals to phi? Because are they intersecting? They are not intersecting. That is why A intersection B is equals to phi. Phi is used to represent empty set. So, if you observe, are they meeting together? No, they are empty. They are not joining. That is why phi is empty. That is why A intersection B is equals to phi is disjoint set. Now, the last type of set is difference of sets. Now, what do you mean by difference? You know, difference is minus. So, if you have two sets A and B, okay, there are two cases in this. If you want to write A minus B, then we can consider that the section which is common only to A, but which does not belong to B. This symbol is does not belong, and this symbol is belong. So, here X is to X belongs to A and X does not belong to B. Suppose an element is there. 1, 2, 3, 4 is there in A. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm writing only in this section of A. That is, the red lines indicate only this section of A. If I see this section is not included here and it is not in B also. So A minus B is what? A minus B is only A. If you observe here, that is, X belongs only to A but does not belong to B. So A minus B is only A. Now coming to the second case, what is B minus A? Then similarly B minus A only belongs to B if you observe. Oh, the section is only for B. It is not common also. Okay, so remember this. In difference, you do not have any common section and do not have any other set also. Only one set will be there, and which will be there? It is very easy to remember. A minus B. Always the first one is the answer. So A minus B means X belongs to only A, the first one. Similarly here, B minus A means it belongs only to B but does not belong to A. So B here is the first one. So hope you have understood all the different types of sets. If you did, please like the video and share the video with your friends. Thank you.